All right. Good evening, everybody. It is August 12th. It is 7:44 p.m. Getting started here. Brew and Orange podcast, episode 5. Hope everyone had a really good Wednesday. So right now I got a busy show. I'm going to knock this out, hopefully 20 minutes or so. Don't want to keep everybody here all night long. So like we do every single Brew and Orange podcast, we're going to go ahead and shout out a brewery, one I haven't done yet, and one that everybody absolutely needs to go and try. The space is awesome. The vibe is great. The beer is top notch, and the food is all of the above. So today we are doing Bay Canyon Brewery. I've got, Elias here. If I pronounced that wrong, I apologize, but there you go. It's a hazy double IPA. Once again, if you have not noticed by now, I'm all about those hazy IPAs, some double, some not. Shoot, maybe we'll get a triple in here. So in classic Brew and Orange fashion, I have got the t-shirt. Shout out to Bay Canyon. See here, got the University of Tampa action. Hey, this is their vibe. Go in there. This is the vibe in there right now. It's relaxed. It's chill. You're drinking delicious beers. These beers they're versatile. You're drinking them on the beach, on the couch, on the golf course. Refreshment after you've done a hard day work, whether you're out in the yard or you're coming from the office. Grab yourself one. Let's go ahead and pop this bad boy open like we always do. Ooh, what a sound. Okay. Oh, and of course, we're not stopping with just the shirt, shouting out the brewery. We've got the pint glass as well. I'm going to get out of the way so you can check that. There it is. Bay Canyon. It's just all about that chill vibe right there. Definitely go check them out. Went in there today. They've got the social distance going on. Bartenders wearing the mask. You feel safe. Go out and put the money back in the economy. Support that local brewery. Let's go ahead and give this a pour. I got a feeling this one's going to be a little darker than the ones we've had in the past. Nothing wrong with that. It is a hazy double. Again, check it out. Get your cans to go. They've got plenty of can options for you. Grab and go. Sit and have one. Grab some apparel. Awesome Hawaiian shirts. Great hat varieties. I think they had 3 or 4 different shirts. I went with this one. It's definitely unique, and that's the vibe they're going with. Let's go ahead and give this a pour. Here we go. Ooh, look at that. There we go. 16-ounce can into the cup. Let's see if we can do what we always do and get this bad boy in there perfectly. Once again, we're giving out lessons on how to pour these bad boys all the time. That's a perfect pour. All right, so cheers. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to everybody. What color is that? Is that blue and orange right there on the Brew and Orange podcast? That's exactly what that is. There we go. It's perfect. We go together, peanut butter and jelly, blue and orange, here on the Brew and Orange. Cheers, everybody. Oh, it don't taste like 8%. It does not taste like 8%. That is beautiful. That's delicious. Y'all got to go. Don't just take my word for it. Try it out for yourself. And go. I've had the wings before. Let me just go ahead and pull up some of their menu items real quick because I took a little snapshot of the menu while I was in there today. Let's see. Some of the things on their menu: garlic cheese fries, the bar burger, guava pepper burger. You've got the pork vieja rice bowls, steak and frites, chicken and waffles. And like I said, the wings are fantastic. That you can trust me on, I promise. All right, so this here, let's see. This is a 4.25. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. Absolutely delicious. Okay, let's go ahead and rank that. Remember, go on Untapped, find me, Brew and Orange. Check out, I think this is number 702 for me, maybe 703. It's a lot of IPAs, I promise. Let's go ahead. 4.25 all day, no questions asked. Again, check it out. Bay Canyon Double Hazy IPA. And I also had the Felix while I was in there today. Fantastic. So here we go. Let's go ahead and dive right into some Florida recruiting. First off, they're on a roll. I was looking at it today. Corey Collier and Jason Marshall, that's just 2 in a long string of recruits that have kind of been popping for Florida since actually July. McMillan, Watson, Burke, Marshall, and Collier. That's 5 players right there since July. So yeah, we the sky was falling for a day with Leonard Taylor going to Miami. However, it's been blue skies for Florida since July. Florida just happens to took that Leonard Taylor one a little bit harder than we expected, but we rebounded right away with Collier Marshall. And before that, we were rolling with McMillan, Watson, Burke. And you know what? 2 podcasts ago, I told you that there's going to be an update in the 247 rankings that's happening this week. So maybe by Friday, if those rankings are done, we'll be able to discuss that. But McMillan, Watson, and Burke are 3 guys who 247 is more than likely going to give a bump. That's only going to make Florida's already really good class look even better. Let's actually stay on that because I was running a little bit kind of the averages, looking at the 2019 2020 class finishes for recruiting. Right now, Florida sits at 6th place in the nation. That's with 25 commits right now. And one thing we haven't talked about is Kamar Wilcoxon is going to, or the plan is for him to reclassify and actually join the previous 2020 class. So he's looking to graduate early, get right on campus, which would take our number from 25 to a technical 24 as we sit right now. Now, 247 did a great job, especially if you follow the Swamp 247 boards. They did a great job of showing you kind of what the rest of this class is going to look like. How many more people can Florida take? The number is actually small. As we all know, if you're a Florida fan and you follow, Dan Mullen and company have done a great job of picking out of that transfer portal. Lorenzo Lingard, Brenton Cox, Justin Shorter, just to name a few. All former 5-stars, may I add. So, hey, if you miss them if you miss them during the recruiting period, snag them out of the transfer portal. That is what Dan Mullen has done. However, so right now at 24, we'll take Wilcoxon out of there. They sit at around a 265, 269 right now mark. But best case scenario right now, there's a lot of smoke coming right now from your Terrion Arnold, Sorey, and Tunmise. As we talked on Monday, Tunmise went ahead and and if I didn't mention it, he decommitted from Ohio State. He has been all Florida on Instagram, all Florida on Twitter. I went ahead and I took Wilcoxon out using the class calculator on 247. I added in Sorey, Terrion Arnold, and Tunmise. That would get us up to about a 279. Now in 2019 and 2020, a 279 team score puts you around 6 to 9, 5 to 10. And best case scenario with those 3 guys, you keep everybody you got. You may need to drop 2 or 3 commits. Maybe Thomas. There's a few guys that you may have to drop in order to fit these guys in, but they are top high-level blue chip recruits. Those are the people you want in the class. Those are the in-state guys you want to recruit, top 100 prospects, top 15 prospects in the state. They're what gets your recruiting buzzing. They are what helps you compete against the Clemsons, Alabamas, LSUs, and Georgias of the world. That's how you do it. The state of Florida is just overload with talent, and Florida's got to continue to build. Great. Collier, Marshall, fantastic. Go get Terrion Arnold. Keep Tunmise in the state. He was an IMG guy just at Ohio State. He decommitted. You've got to get him on board. Right now, Twitter is rolling with just kind of positive vibes for the Gators, and all 3 of those recruits, Sorey, Arnold, and Tunmise, are all very heavily involved right now, tweeting back and forth with the staff, current players, current commits. It's a good time right now. Florida's just got to stay on them. And hey, who am I to doubt? Who am I to doubt Mullen and company after closing Collier and Marshall the way they did? They've just got to keep on it. Which brings me to our recruit to watch portion. Right now, Alabama, A&M, and Florida are the teams to watch for Tunmise. Right now, if you check the Florida boards, you check Twitter right now, it doesn't seem like it's in Alabama, Texas A&M, Florida. It looks like it's all Florida right now. I'm in no position to sit here and make some kind of prediction. However, if I'm talking right now and signing day and he had to put pen to paper, I'm saying probably he ends up with Florida. There's no way he doesn't right now. So let's hope that stays like that. There's just a lot of moving and shaking that's going to happen with this class to be able to fit 3 more blue chip guys in. And you're also talking about Bryce Langston, a 4-star defensive player from Vanguard. Now, Florida fans, we know Vanguard. We've seen it in the past. Leonard Manuel. We don't know what's going to happen with that. These kids, they're ballers on the football field, but in order to get into Florida, those academic limitations, the criteria is tough. That's what's pushed people like DeJuan Black to have to go into community college, but he worked his butt off, and he should be joining this 2021 class. Fingers crossed. But is Florida going to have room to take Langston, Sorey, Arnold, and Tunmise? That's left to be seen. We don't know yet because we don't know who's going to be out of the class, who gets processed. Like I said, that's a good problem to have if you're Florida when you're like, man, I've got to get 4 more blue chip guys in. Let's see here. Tunmise, he is top 100. Sorey, top 100 player. And Arnold is a top 150 recruit. Those are guys you got to have. We all know safety was a big issue the last class. And boy, did we turn around with McMillan and now Collier. So, and like I said, that number right now is fluid because 247 is meeting. There will be players who receive big, big bumps. Some 3-star guys like McMillan and Watson who are very well deserving of a 4-star, very well deserving of a big bump. They've showed out in camps. Their numbers are impressive. Their offer lists are exactly what you want in a blue chip guy. That's just a fact. You can check it out if you need to. And also, what else do we got here? We talked about Sorey, we talked about Arnold. Just check out the Twitter smoke happening right now between them because it's blazing for Florida. There is no question about it. They are active right now. So what we have going on here, we talked about SI put out a really good article about the defensive starters coming up. You're going to have guys on the line like Brenton Cox, who, like I told you, he's got that number 1 jersey, which means Dan Mullen must really think he is ready to show out this season. You got Brenton Cox coming in on the rush end, Kyrie Campbell in the middle, Zach Carter. I mean, this line on paper, like we talked about in our first couple podcasts, they're ready to do damage. I don't know what offensive line is stopping these guys. Then you got freshmen like Gervon Dexter, who very well could come in and be productive right away. What Florida's doing defensively is what you expect Florida to do recruiting on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, you had Kyrie Elam last year, the Ethan Pounceys. You had these top 100 commits, well sought-after blue-chip prospects who had offers from everybody under the sun. Remember, Kyrie Elam, we were fighting with Georgia at the end for that. We won that battle. Those are battles you've got to win. And we just did that with Collier and Marshall. But those are the guys – those are the people who keep the momentum flowing. They keep you winning games. They keep you winning the big games. Florida hasn't beaten Georgia yet, but we've shown. We've beaten we played LSU tough last year. They won the national championship. Probably gave them one of their toughest runs for their money last season. Those are the games you got to win. And this year, hey, on paper, we can beat the Georgias. We can beat the LSUs because we talked about before. They've lost a lot of guys. So Florida on paper is ready to compete. They're ready to win those games. And with the way they're recruiting right now, hey, it's just that momentum is going to carry over into the 2022 class and beyond. Because right now they're already looking, like we talked about. They're passing. They want to get those blue chip running backs. That's what we're missing. We're a blue chip 5-star running back away, the Trey Sanders, the Bowmans. You keep them here. That's how you get the momentum, the energy, the fire burning. Hey, look what Mullen did with some of McElwain's recruits. Imagine what he does if you've got Kyle Trask handing the ball off to Trey Sanders right now, if he's handing the ball off to Bowman right now. Hey, we do have Lingard. He was approved. His waiver was approved. We think Shorter's was. There hasn't been any kind of official update on Shorter. But hey, sometimes you got to follow the tea leaves. And by tea leaves, I mean you got to follow social media. And right now, the NCAA has been handing out these waivers. Take what you will from that. Is that just foreshadowing that, hey, let's go ahead and get these people approved because we don't know what the season looks like? Possibly. But, hey, get them approved if a season happens. You've got Grimes, Shorter, Kadarius Toney, Jacob Copeland. We lost 4 wide receivers last year, many of them to the draft. There's not going to be much fall off. Sure, fall off in experience, but fall off in talent, no. We're going to be just fine. But that's just what you have to keep doing. So, interesting. We already saw what happened in college football. We saw the Big Ten and the Pac-12 kind of shut it down for the fall. Hypothetically, they want to play in the spring. Will that happen? No one knows. No one knows much of anything right now. So I did see there was a new coaches poll released without all of those Pac-12 and Big Ten schools. And it looked a little something like this. Clemson, Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Oklahoma, Florida. Remember, Florida was number 8 when you factored in those Big Ten schools, because ahead of them in that first coaches poll was Ohio State. It was Penn State. Obviously, they're not playing this fall, and if the SEC, Big 12, and the ACC plays, well, this is how that coaches poll would kind of reflect now if you minus those out. Behind them, you had Tennessee, who was unranked in that initial coaches poll. They've kind of moved up to 17. You had UNC move up a little bit to 12. Even the teams like Cincinnati kind of getting some love in this kind of de facto edited coaches poll, sitting there at number 14. So very interesting. It's a lot of stuff to work on, or a lot of stuff to think about. Every day is something new. This whole thing with the NCAA is incredibly fluid. Look, if the SEC is going to play, I don't care if they're the only conference that plays. We want to see some football. We want to talk football, because that's what we do here. So, what we talked about so far in these 16 minutes, I can't believe it's already been nearly 17 minutes now. First off, cheers again. It's hump day. Hey, we got hockey on, baseball on, basketball's on. I don't know if anyone caught that 5 overtime game last night for the Lightning. Remember, we're highlighting Tampa Brews, but we're also going to talk Tampa sports news as well. And so let's go ahead and get into that. The Rays have won 4 in a row. The Lightning won game 1. Like I talked about in the first one, this is a big road trip for the Rays, 10 in a row. Last time I checked, they had already started the game. Rays were winning already. Man, I hope the Lightning are ready for tomorrow. They played, almost 2 full games last night. So hopefully they got some cold baths. They stretched, got a lot of rest in, because, man, they're going to need it if they're going to string off another 3 or 4 wins to close this series out right now. I do have the Lightning winning this, and let's just say 5. That's kind of my prediction right now. But, boy, they were hungry. They were fast. And I got to tell you, number 14, Maroon, every time that guy had the puck on the boards, he demanded that puck. No one could get it from him. Him and Stevens, that 4th line, they were money last night. Every time that 4th line was on there, they were getting shots on goal. Let's talk about a couple of records that were broke last night during that game. I mean, you had I tweeted, actually, Google's your best friend. Remember that? If you're ever wondering, NHL record for shots on goal by one team was 72, or maybe it was 73 by the Bruins in 1991. Going into the 3rd or 4th overtime, the Lightning were already at 72, and they surpassed that. I think they finished with 85 shots on goal. Think about that, because that helped the goalie for the Blue Jackets break the record for most saves in a game at 85. I think there was almost 150 shots between the two teams. That itself was also an NHL record for most shots combined by the two teams in one game. And it was also the longest game the Lightning have ever played in Lightning history. So lots last night. But after last year's debacle, we'll take a 5 overtime win all day long over, losing 4 in a row and kind of getting knocked out in the first round after having the best record in hockey last year. So that's where we are right now with Tampa Bay sports. I do want to announce that on Friday, if you haven't noticed, I've kind of done a Monday, Wednesday, and I'm going to continue that. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Friday is going to be the next podcast, kind of like a happy hour type thing. Everyone come on, watch me, bring a beer, let's talk sports. I'd love to get people in the comment section asking questions. Give me your opinion on what I'm saying. If you think I'm full of it, let me know. If you agree let me know. Let me know what you're drinking. Let's conversate. Let's have a good time. That's what this is all about. That's why I'm doing this. We haven't been able to kind of do our normal things, and so that's why I started this. My wife's tired of hearing about sports, so that's why I'm talking to y'all now. So again, go and look at Tunmise's film. He is our recruit to watch. The guy is a beast. He's a 4-star on 247, and I think he actually may be a 5-star on Rivals. We also talked about, I think this class finishes anywhere from 6 to 9. Like you'll read, there is some dead weight at the bottom of this class. Has Mullen and company shown that they can get the most out of these 3-star prospects? Yes, there is no doubt about that. But it shows up in those team scores. Even if you added those 4 prospects that we talked about earlier, you're still sitting at around a 279 final score. That's losing Kamar to the reclassification. That's losing possibly Thomas right now. He's a 3-star defensive player right now. That's possibly losing him to make room for the Tunmise, or if you get lucky, the outside linebacker, Sorry. But you definitely want Terry and Arnold right now. There would be a lot of studs in that defensive backfield, ball hawking at safety right now if you've got all those guys together. But 279, that sits you anywhere from 6 to 9. Remember, right now we're sitting at 25 recruits, 24 if you take Will Coxon out, and that is almost a full class. Because you got to think, Mullen has had a lot of success in the transfer portal. He may want to give himself that leeway. He may only want to take the 25, the 26 to give him that option to take one person from the transfer portal. So the scholarship thing, how it works out, very complicated, but 247 does a great job of breaking down that scholarship chart for you. And that leaves us with maybe taking 3 of those guys that I mentioned, in a perfect world 4 if you can stretch it. An unfortunate pattern that Dan Mullen and company have shown is we do take some academic liabilities, and we've seen that happen over the last class. Is there an academic liability in this current class? We don't know, but the word is maybe someone like Langston can't get in because of the academics. I don't know, but I do know it's tough to swing that whole thing and to end up in a class like this. But if he passes, that's someone you want on your recruiting class, on your roster. That's why you take them. Mullen is not shy to give people a chance. Here's your roster spot. Here's your commitment and your scholarship. Make it happen in the classroom so you can get in this class and put on that blue and orange. Check out my Twitter, Brew and Orange. Check out my Instagram. I don't know if you've seen the Instagram or not, but shout out to Bay Cannon. Shout out to Brew Bus. They've really given me some support here in the last couple of days, and it's really, really cool to see. So I got one person watching, and I got more people who are going to see this. Please do me a favor, do the city a favor, do craft beer a favor. Go support your local craft beers. Go in those breweries. Go to Brew Bus. Go to Angry Chair. Go to Bay Cannon especially. Get yourself some of this delicious hazy double IPA right there. Let me get that out there so you can check the can out. They got cans to go. Delicious food. Let me go ahead and get another sip of this. I just can't get over the whole the blue and orange popping right now, man. The shirts are fire. The pint glasses are fire. Get yourself a sticker to stick on the beer fridge. Put some money into that economy, man. Let's make this happen. Let's all survive what we've kind of been put into right now. And if that means you talking college football with me and drinking some beers, then let's do that. I'm going to be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as long as you'll have me. I'll talk to that right there. Let's check what that is. That's a lot of ESPN going off. So that's 4-0 Rays already. So, hey, go Rays, go Lightning, go Gators. Keep an eye on those 3 guys we talked about. Sorry, Arnold, and Tunmise. And Sorry's from IMG too. And you know about the IMG curse if you're a Gator fan. Looks like we can break it ×3 right now. Some people aren't counting Kamar Will Coxon as a true IMG because he never actually played for them at down. But Sorry and Tunmise, man, those are IMG guys. You love to break the curse with 2 top 100 players. Tunmise is 30th in the nation, and I think Sorry is in the like a number 60 in the nation. let's keep it up. Let's keep recruiting hard. Let's put some money into our economy, support local craft beers, and let's support the Gators. So go Rays, go Lightning, go Gators. And we're going to see you Friday. I'm going to have my buddy Justin on with me. He is a big-time sports fan, knows his Tampa sports, the Rays, the Bucks, the Lightning. We're going to talk about it all, and I've also got a lot of – we may do 2 or 3 craft beers, depending on how crazy we want to get, how long y'all want to listen. We're going to shout everybody out. We're going to let the good times roll. It's Wednesday. It's all downhill to the weekend. So put in that work the rest of the weekend. We'll see you on Friday. Go grab some craft beer so when you're watching me on Friday, you can enjoy one with us. All right. Thanks again. That's about 26 minutes. I ain't going to keep you here much longer, but I appreciate the one person who is here with me now and anyone who's going to listen afterwards. I hope it sounded okay. Got a new little mic situation going on. Like I said, we're flying by the seat of the pants here, but I'm loving it. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. When you go into Bay Canyon, let them know Brew and Orange sent you. If you go into Brew Bus, let them know Brew and Orange sent you. Trust me, I've put it out there enough. Hopefully they're going to start to know who I am, and hopefully you will too, because like I said, we're going to do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Check us out at brewandorange.com. Check us out on Twitter and Instagram. The Instagram's blowing up right now. If you like craft beers, trust me, check the Instagram. I got beer influencers all over. Maybe there's something on there from me that you like, or maybe someone else has got something you like. But the most important thing, let's put that money into these local Tampa craft breweries, drink their beers, wear their shirts, get their pint glasses, get some of that fire food from the eatery at Brew Bus and some of that delicious food from Bay Canyon. Because I'll tell you what, go get those wings, get that burger. You won't be disappointed. And maybe on Friday, drop in the comment section, give me that thumbs up that you went and ate there. That'd be great. Again, go Gators, go Lightning, go Rays. Everyone have a safe, productive rest of your work week. Wear your mask, wash your hands. Hey, just let's do it. Let's bring it home to the weekend. Hey, watch sports, have fun, and while you're watching, go get you some craft beers. So cheers, go Gators, and hey, thanks for coming on to Brew and Orange.